Hey there, my name is Chris Palmer. In today's advanced local citation link building video, what I need to go ahead and share with you today is just a couple of advanced strategies that you can start deploying when issuing out your name, address, phone number, aka citations. So I don't want to waste too much time here. I want to just get right into it. And for those of you that have no idea what a local citation is, the definition here is a local citation is any mention, that's any mention online of your name, address, phone number of a local business. Citations can occur on local business directories, websites, apps, anywhere. So that gets you up to speed of what a local citation is and what you're going to find when you're building your local citations, when you're utilizing the name, address, phone number over and over and over again, is that Google's going to admit some results, meaning that that's duplicate content. So that's really what I want to go ahead and give you today is a way that you can start getting more indexed, get more seen, and get more benefit when going out and creating your citations. So one of the first things, and I'll go ahead and share this with you, is going to be, say you're creating citations, and I'll use my business as a example. So we'll do Broad Street, all right, and we'll go ahead and put this in quotations. And what you're going to find is that generally, Google is only going to show in the index, the search results, 40 to 70 of these citations before they start omitting results. So one of the first advanced strategies that I want to go ahead and point out to you is going to be finding the ones, the citations for your business that aren't being omitted, that are showing up in the search results first and foremost. And these are the citation sources that you will want to go ahead and start building your links to. So this is where your automated link building tools can come into place. Let me go ahead and share with you exactly what I mean. So say, for instance, you come out and you build out your citation. So you have your main website, right? So here's your website. You're going out and building your citations. So citations could be sources much like, it could be Yelp, okay? It could be maybe a citation source could be Foursquare, okay? Foursquare. Another citation source could be, I don't know, Monta, okay? We won't write it out, Monta. MapQuest. Now, all of these citations are coming back to your homepage. Again, I want to cover advanced strategies to help you maximize your citation building. So you have your Yelps, you have your Foursquares, you have your Montas, you have your MapQuests, right? You've built all of these links out going to the homepage. One of the next things that you can go ahead and do in order to index more citations and keep them indexed, plus increase the amount of benefit from them, is that's where these automated tools come in. This is where your lower inexpensive tools come in. This is where your GSA blasts, your SEO autopilot blasts, your niche edits, anything that's inexpensive. You can then, let's just say you have GSA, which is a automated link building tool, GSA. This is where you can start building in, let's say you want to build 1,000 links to this particular citation. Maybe you build 1,000 links to this particular citation. Maybe you build 1,000 links to this citation, and so on and so forth, where then Google is then indexing even more of your citations. Why? Because they seem more valuable, because there's other referring domains pointing to them even more than were built before. Because Yelps, Montas, MapQuest, these types of sites are already authoritative in their own right. But then you add more referring domains, Google indexes more, they see them more, they crawl more, they're more valuable. So this is where you can get more of an oomph. But let me share with you even more tips. So let me give you another, for instance, okay? And I've shared this in the past before, but let's go ahead and just restart this up. Here, we'll go back. Let me just, we'll go here. We'll create a new whiteboard. Now, let me share this with you. So you have your main website, and let's say that you have a business location. So let's just go ahead and go here. So you have your main website, but on your website, you're going to have your main homepage, and a lot of times you might have multiple services, but more importantly, you'll have your main location, or maybe other cities or other locations, or even other states that you perform services in, right? So what most people do, and most business owners tend to do, and we're going to say that this is going to be California, okay? This is your Los Angeles page. This is your Palo Alto page, and I'm just using this as an example, Alto, right? And then you'll have your other cities and other locations. Most business owners are only building out their citations. This is going to be your citations. Most business owners are only building out citations to the homepage, but they're actually leaving a lot of oomph, a lot of indexation, a lot of extra credit on the table. And the reason is because if you're only building citations to the homepage, you're only getting that initial push. But if you're servicing other locations, other states, other cities, other towns, you can also build citations to internal pages on your website. So this way we can get more citations indexed, we can get more backlink benefit, we can make a larger footprint for our business. So instead of only building citations to the homepage, you can also build out to state pages, you can also build out to city pages, or you can build out to town pages as well. This way you can get more. So far, just to catch you up, what I'm telling you so far to get more oomph, to have a better advanced citation link building strategy is first and foremost, do a search for your name, address, phone number online, do a search, put it in quotation marks and see which citations Google is valuing the most for your business. And then build links to those particular citation sources, but don't just leave those on the table. The ones that are being omitted, you can build links to those as well. That way you can get a higher indexation rate. The next tip that I gave you is instead of just building to the homepage, build to your state pages, your location pages, city pages, town pages. You'll get more indexed, build out a larger footprint. Let me give you even more advanced strategies that you can start deploying. So the next one is going to be this, all right? So we've talked about building multiple citations to multiple sources. We talked about building citations to your most prominent particular citations that are already built. But let me keep going here. So let's say, hey, Chris, I only want to build to the homepage. I don't have multiple locations. I don't have any link building tools. How can I maximize the search result indexation? How can I maximize the ones that are being seen without building any links? Right? And without building the multiple pages, because I don't want to do that. Well, let me give you some tips here so you can get a higher indexation rate. So no matter what, you know that it's going to be the name, address, phone number, right? So a way to make a citation unique is you can start doing this. Let me give you some tips here. So one of the first ways that you can start getting a higher indexation rate is going to be making a unique description. Meaning, you know, most people that are submitting their name, address, phone number details, their citation details, they're utilizing the same description over and over and over again. However, if you make multiple variations of your description, then you can get a higher indexation rate. So that's tip number one, make unique descriptions. If you're going to pay a VA or you're going to pay somebody on, I don't know, Upwork to create citations for you, then hey, maybe you can convince them for a slightly modified pricing structure to go ahead and create unique descriptions. That's tip number one. Tip number two is this. When you're building out your citations, a majority of them are going to the homepage, you know, you can change out or alter the URL, meaning maybe some are going to be www. Going to the homepage.com. Maybe on the next batch, you could do regular to the root, or perhaps instead of putting a / right at the end of the website, you leave it out, right? So a variation of URL, but going to the same URL to expand footprint, another helpful hit. So using alternative URL, okay, an alternative URL. And you might want to spell alternative URL. I'm not a spelling expert. Let's keep moving on here. The next thing is going to be this. All right. So one of the next tips is, so you made a unique description. You're using alternative URLs. Perhaps you've done another run. You just want to submit and not have to worry about it. You can just change out the alternative URL. Another one is a lot of business owners that I've seen might have multiple phone numbers. So if you're utilizing a different phone number, a different description, that can work perfectly fine. That's another way to get an alternative text or an alternative citation. And last but not least is you're building links, citations to your homepage for your business, but no one ever goes out and builds citations for their Google Maps or Google My Business listing. So number 3, you want to get more of an oomph for your business. Instead of using the URL for your website, use the URL of your GMB. Now that's going to go ahead and wrap up all of the tips in today's video for local citation link building. My name's Chris Palmer. If you have any other questions related to local SEO, digital marketing, Facebook ads, PPC, pretty much anything at all, never hesitate. Go ahead and ask in the section below. And I always look forward to seeing you in the next local citation link building video. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.